Welcome back. My name is Caitlin and I'm in the middle of a no-way year. Today's video is just going to be me talking through some of the things that I've been loving recently, and I'll do sort of a brief May recap check-in type thing at the end. So let's just get into the things that I've been loving. In terms of makeup, first thing, the Patrick Ta lamination brow gel. I cracked open my last backup of it and it really just is my favorite brow gel, and I'm going to be really sad when this is gone because I have other brow products to use. And that's sort of been one of the things that I've been thinking about. Brow products in particular, I have a lot of brow products that I really just don't like, and I want to do a declutter of the things, but then I'm afraid that that might somehow give me an excuse to then go like buy something. I don't know that I would say that I'm like relaxing my rules. I think forcing myself to use something that I just really don't like, or honestly a lot of the brow products that I've held on to just really don't work for me at all, and when I wear them I don't feel like myself, if that makes any sense. I feel like brows are a big part of what sort of make you look like you. Is this making any sense at all? I'm not sure. I guess I'll deal with that if or when the time comes that I'm in that situation. We'll see. I probably have at least a month left using this, and I do have a couple other brow products that I don't like absolutely hate using, so I think I can make do with those. We'll just sort of see. I'm kind of just gonna play it by ear. We'll see. Wow, that was a big long tangent about eyebrows. Moving on, the next thing that I've been loving is unintentionally panning things. So in my many years of using makeup, it's been kind of rare that I've like finished a product up completely. There's been a few like face powders that I've finished, and like back in the day, like in high school and college when I did not have a huge collection of makeup, I actually did go through things on a more regular basis. Like I had like one eyeshadow palette, that CoverGirl, there was like 3 shades in it or whatever, and all through high school and college, well, most of high school, but definitely all of college, I used Bare Minerals, the powder foundation, and I definitely went through a few of those. But apart from that, like since I've been amassing makeup, it's been rare that I've gone through things. So one of the things that I've been loving is actually finishing products. So I have a few products that are kind of in my unofficial project pan, and they're all things that have been put in my everyday makeup drawer. These hourglass powders are pretty much almost done. I've got the shades Dim Light and Mood Light, and I also have another shade Ethereal Light that I've hit pan on, but I'm kind of just like working really hard to finish these 2 first. And then the 3 sort of staple base products that I've been using, not the actual like foundation type color products, but basically my contoury bronze type routine that I have going on, and that's the Fenty Matchstick in Amber, the Nudies in Bareback, and the Rituel in Eros. So I know I've explained this before, but I basically put Amber as like a contour, you know, and then I'll do Eros kind of on top of that, but up a little bit higher as a bronze type, And then I finish it off with bareback, also in like the bronzer type area. And the three of them together just sort of make my face look sculpted in a way that I enjoy. Eros, bareback, and amber. The three of them mixed together are kind of just like a perfect bronzer for me. So I've been loving using those and using them up. Another makeup product that I've been loving is the Phytosurgence blush in exothermic. So that's exothermic. Sometimes I'll wear it on top of those other three that I've already put down. Sometimes I just wear it on its own. And it's a really great summery bronze type shade for me. When I'm in the sun, I basically just get kind of like red. And I find that when this is sheared out, it just kind of looks like a really natural sunburn on me. Another thing that I've been loving from Phytosurgence is the Spectral Shine in the shade Fresh Fog. It's like a dry balm. It gives a really nice just luminosity to the skin. And it's actually coming to a point where this is a little bit too light or like white on my skin right now. So I actually might need to break out the shade Divine Daylight soon, now that summer is basically here and I've been outside a little bit more. So I have a little bit more color to my skin. This is looking a little bit white on me sometimes, but it's so you can shear it out so much that it really is just like a nice luminosity on the skin, that the actual color of it isn't as important as other highlighters. Another makeup item that I've been loving is this Dior Quint. It's this super like original formula. The name of it is Sun Deck. It was a holiday release like years and years ago, but I find that like the bronze in it is really just perfect, and then the orange for a little pop of color. It's just been really great now that we're into summer. Using this is sort of representing that I've been loving going back and using makeup that I already have and makeup that I maybe forgot about. Okay, another thing that I've been loving, and this goes into the category of like activity but also makeup, is making custom eyeshadow palettes. So I put together this super shiny, grungy, neutral palette, and I've been loving using this, and it was really fun to put together. And I also most recently put together my own version of the Natasha Denona Yucca palette. So I did this with all Natasha Denona midis that I already have. It's a combination of the Metropolis, Bronze, and Sunrise. Oh, and then I think I pulled a couple shades from the Glam palette as well. But I've been enjoying using this, and it sort of satisfies the craving of wanting to buy new eyeshadow palettes. So this is what I've been loving. Other kind of random things that I've been loving. When I've been washing my hair, I've just been letting it air dry and just like seeing what kind of texture I will have for that day. I've been trying to be less high maintenance with my hair. I dye it on a regular basis, and for a long time I would heat style it like almost every day. So I'm kind of just like loving letting it chill and relax. For the most part, I can get my hair like 70% air dried like while I'm doing my makeup and stuff, and then before I leave for work I just kind of blow dry it a little bit, but hold it at like such a far away location. I couldn't think of the word. I just hold the hairdryer so far away that it just sort of, it's more of like the back of my head that is still a little bit damp. And then just like kind of letting it be. If I feel that there's a couple pieces that just look like super wonky, I'll take a flat iron and just like really quickly throw a wave or a curl type in it. But other than that, just like letting it do its own thing. And I can do that now because it's not freezing cold out when I leave the house. So like in winter, I felt like I needed to at least have it air or blow dried just so that it's not freezing off my head when I leave the house. But so yeah, I've been loving just kind of letting my hair do its own thing. Last thing that I've been loving, I actually just like kind of binge watched the second season of Yellow Jackets, and I loved it. I loved it. And so one of the things though, I used to never be like squirmish about things like blood, gore, stuff like that, and no spoilers. There's not like blood and gore type stuff in Yellow Jackets, but if you can just imagine teenagers that have been stranded in the wilderness, what they would need to do for food, I'll let you make your own conclusions. But for a while I had been watching it at lunch at work, and I kind of just had to stop because eating food while watching it just, hopefully that's not too spoilery. I don't know. I feel like you can kind of assume that a group of people that have been stranded out in the wild would need to do some things in order to survive. But anyways, I thought that the second season of Yellow Jackets was great. Okay, and those are the things that I've been loving. I don't have a particular book or book series that I've been loving. I've just been rereading some series that I've already read in the past. I think part of that is because, well, and here I guess I get into my check-in. My depression has really been hitting me hard the past month, so I've found it kind of hard to get into a new book. Does that make any sense? I feel like maybe other people with depression or anxiety or so whatever can kind of relate, but it's hard to, especially in terms of like entertainment, like movies, TV shows, books, it's hard to start and get into something new. And for me at least, I just find it more relaxing almost to go back to things that I already know. So like I already know it's gonna happen. And so for me, the past month, kind of the past 2 months, it's hit me in the books that I've been reading, so I just went back to read some series that I've already read. Back to like the check-in side of things, since I've been feeling a lot more down, like down in the dumps type of thing, it's just been hard, you know? I feel like I've been getting through it, but I find myself more frequently engaging in like shopping behaviors of just putting a bunch of stuff in carts, like on websites and stuff, and then I just sort of have to like reason with myself kind of thing, which has kind of just made it difficult. So I don't know, like I'm still doing okay, but it's been hard. When my like depression kind of flared up, I didn't expect the shopping issues to also like flare up, but I guess that kind of makes sense. Like it all it all kind of makes sense, but for some reason I just wasn't expecting it. All right, well, sorry to end the video on kind of a bummer, but that's life, right? There's ups and downs. I just happen to be in a down trajectory right now. Hopefully June will bring it back up. We'll see. Thanks for watching and hanging out with me today. If you're new here, not all of my videos are down in the dumps like this. I've been doing a lot of creating my own eyeshadow palettes and like refreshing my makeup drawer, shopping my stash for stuff that I may have forgotten about. So if you're into that kind of thing, subscribe, stick around. Other than that, I hope you're having a great day, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye!